This is a crazy story. Check this one. Distraught family wants answers from police after officers fatally shot grandfather on his own property. Yeah. A family is seeking answers after they said just days after Thanksgiving, Miami-Dade police shot and killed a grandfather of 3 young children. Yeah. On his own property. 1-4.
Tonight and only on Local 10, never before seen video of an officer-involved shooting in southwest Miami-Dade. A family says just days after Thanksgiving and without warning, police shot and killed a father of 3. Loved ones say it happened while he was with his teenage son trying to protect their property from intruders.
And now his children are sharing what they saw that day. Local 10's Christina Vasquez has the exclusive.
We were on our property trying to protect our property because someone was trying to rob us.
They're covering up my dad's death.
Their siblings gripped, they say, by the trauma
My dad!
of seeing their father, Osvaldo Quelly.
He was my best friend.
He was a people person. It was my father. He was my life.
Shot dead on their driveway.
You guys hurt my dad! My dad! There's blood gushing from his face. He was struggling to breathe.
Who say what police said about the incident.
Gives you a great understanding of the dangers that the officers face every single day.
The only person that didn't make it home was my dad, and he was home.
Is at friction with what they witnessed.
There was no cop lights. There was no sirens.
Someone came into our property.
He never pulled his gun out.
And caught on camera.
We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
So this is like where it happened.
It is November 29th. Osvaldo Quelly III is with his dad managing the family's large Redland property, he says, when they spot 2 people trespassing.
We beeped like this, and then as me and my dad were getting closer, they ran. And then they hopped the gate. I hopped the gate after them trying to get a picture of their tag, but I couldn't get it.
His dad, he says, returns to the home to arm himself. And then as they approach this area, the 19-year-old sees 2 vehicles approach, he says, and then shots fired.
I just see like two black Ram trucks like come from this side, like against traffic. I hopped the gate. And I ran over there because they were still shooting at me. We could not tell they were police.
He says these bullet holes are from the officer firing at them through the windshield of the unmarked police unit.
This one starts shooting out the window without like putting on any lights, nothing. There was no cop lights. There was no sirens. He didn't say anything. He never announced himself.
We're learning it all stemmed from reports of a stolen car.
At the time, police said detectives with their illegal dumping unit responded to a call about a possible stolen car. Shots were fired and a firearm was recovered.
The gun you mentioned your dad got from the house, was that still in the car? Was it on his person?
It was on his waist. Like, you could see it. It was like here. If he would have reached for it, you would have seen him like to reach for it. He never did any of that.
He says bullets whiz by him as he jumps over the fence back to their house where his older sister, Gabriella, spots him.
He looked very scared.
Races toward the fence.
They just tried robbing us, and why is my dad on the ground?
And starts filming with her cell phone.
They pulled me over. I was face to face with his body. I saw his eyes roll back to his head. They never once tried to save him. No lights, no uniform, plain clothing, and a holster. Just like my dad was dressed. I'm still in shock. I am still scared. We just want justice for my dad is all.
In a statement, Miami-Dade police say no information can be disclosed because there is still an open Professional Compliance Bureau investigation. And a spokesperson for FDLE tells us that their investigation remains active and no conclusions have been made.
He was there with my dad in that moment. He feels like he shouldn't have ever ran away, but if he didn't run away, he would have been dead too. They were shooting to kill.
The Quelly siblings say what they are seeking.
No, I love you.
Is a full accounting of the events leading up to the death of their father on the family's property.
It's just not right and what they did.
In the Redland, Christina Vasquez, Local 10.